up and then it'll just pop right off. So I'm gonna get the U-joint off this one and I'll be right back. Once that's on, we're gonna flip it over and insert just start on the other side right here. If misadjuster. Oh, dude. Alright, and here we go. Yeah, so today we're gonna be putting together some gray INJORA for our Scx24. So let's get into it. First things first, you're gonna need these 3 pieces right here. We'll start by inserting the gold portion in. The big part needs to go up. Make sure that bolt's on this side. Insert it, just let it drop through. Same way, we're going to insert the silver piece through, just like so. And let it drop through. Slide your stiffness adjuster / spring stopper through there and thread it on. Spring on and hold it back, just like so. Spring on and hold it back with your 2 fingers, your pointer finger and thumb, just like so. Start to insert this cap on those threads. Make sure not to cross thread it because these threads are tiny and you will have to buy another set of shocks. Once that's on, we're gonna flip it over and insert just start on the other side right here. You have that, you can adjust your spring to however you like, and voila, there's your INJORA shocks. Now we just gotta put the swivels in and the bolts in and line it up on our Scx24. That was to assemble the shocks, but how should we put them on? So first off, I would take the spring out for maximum softness. So that would be really easy to use. Okay, so we went over the assembly. Now what about how to take the spring off disassembly? So basically all you're gonna wanna do is pull the spring back and hold that little shock part and just rotate that counterclockwise. So rotate it left until it comes off and your shock should slide right off there. Then you can go ahead and get it mounted on the RC car. What you'll need right here to mount it, plus you will need the screws. I would go with one of these longer screws and if I grab one of these shorter screws. We're gonna mount the longer screw up top where the ESC mount is and the shorter screw right there where the shock mount is. What you're gonna do is slide that in and then put your O-rings on that side and this side. It looks like a hard process, but it's not. All you do is slide your thumb around that. I literally just recorded the last clip like 10 seconds ago. That's how easy it is. I want to do the bottom. Next thing, you want to start by taking out this screw right here with your Allen wrench or INJORA key screwdriver. So let's get that out. Alright, now that you've inserted the larger screw on the ESC mount, we're going to come down here and we're going to mount this right there on the hub. Okay guys, now that you will see there's a hair right there for the dogs. Let's see if I can get that. Now you see I've got both sides mounted, and what this will do, the relocation and the no springs and the longer travel shocks will just help this thing flex more. Make sure you can put some bands, and I would recommend a longer drive shaft or get a different one than factory. And once you have it on, it should look something like this, and it should give you a whole lot more flex. What I chose to do was use the ESC mount, took the screw out and put this longer one in there to mount it back here to give it a little bit more flex. Today we're out here in the race tent, and I've got this little showcase area and build area set up. Don't got the bike no more. Did some stupid crap, ran from the cops, and it all kind of got to me. So what we're gonna do, guys, I'm gonna try to set y'all up somewhere. I don't know how good this is gonna work. I don't know what y'all can see. Y'all are just looking way out there. Okay. So I've got this drive shaft extension I need to put on because I've got these little bands on to simulate limit straps, but they're really tight. And the reason why is because my drive shaft, these are long travel INJORA shocks, and my drive shaft, as you can see, once I flex this out, it starts to pull itself apart. So I'm gonna put that longer shaft on the female connector in there, and hopefully it should do good. Yeah, this all came unglued once I got the shocks put on. So I'm gonna zoom it out real quick so y'all can see a little better. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna put that on. So I'll put y'all through the steps and I'll see you in a little bit. What I was kind of talking about, I've got the ESC unplugged and things off so I can show you better. See how the drive shaft just comes out and it's hanging there, and then you got the female end up there? What I'm gonna do is that little female end I'm gonna replace with that one. That way it'll be a little longer and hopefully it won't pull itself apart. Hopefully, what I'm hoping is I'm gonna be able to get that on there without any problems, because even right here it's hard to get that one in there because they're kind of long, even though there's stock ones for the deadbolt kind of long, like the JLU. Got the lane rig actually going on. And I'm also gonna put some smaller shocks in the rear here so it don't just sit on its butt all day, because these are the ultra soft INJORA long travel shocks, and as you can see they just collapse. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put those springs on I'm gonna get 2 springs off of these. I'm gonna put them on there, or I might just put the springs in, because I'm looking for capability, not sitting on its butt, you know. But I'll make a video putting the links and axles in. I should have a servo, and I'm pretty sure wheels and tires are supposed to come in soon. These are really soft, vented from the factory, but they don't crawl so good. The Nittos do good on the bigger crawlers, but on these small ones they don't do that good, so because they have the weight on them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this took it apart and I'll show you the steps. What you see right now is me accessing the lower bolt, taking this off with an Allen wrench. I do have an INJORA screwdriver set coming, but there's no way it's gonna reach through the frame into there. So I've got my fingers kind of squeezed in there, and I'm gonna get this drive shaft taken off. I know it'd be easier if I just took the links and the shocks off, but I don't want to go through all that, so I'm just gonna get this took off and taken care of, and I'll see you guys then. Unfortunately, I managed to drop the bolt somewhere in here on the ground, and I have no clue where it's at. So just make sure you have replacements for these short bolts. Luckily, I do. I have one right there. So just make sure you have some replacements just in case. But let's pull that off. So what I'm gonna do, so I'm just gonna reach in here, I'm gonna pull it straight off. Hopefully it comes out. Just not wanting to come off there. So I'm gonna see why, and then I'll come right back. Well, I got it off. It was just stuck on there pretty good. As you can see, actually the splines in here that line up with the other ones are kind of chewed from it coming off. You could see it, like down there, the splines are pretty good, but you can see where it's getting chewed up here. So I'm gonna take this female connector off and put it with the other ones. That's a really long one, but we won't be needing that. So we're gonna take this off. I think we've got like 2 little pins just to pull out, and then hopefully we can get this off there. And I just called one of my buddies to help me figure out how to get that part off the U-joint. All you have to do is stick like a Allen wrench per se. If that's connected, stick it through there and under the U-joint, and then pry it up, and it'll just pop right off. So I've got to get the U-joint off this one, and I'll get you right back. As you guys can see, I'm no longer outside taking the Scx24 apart. I actually forgot to do the last clip of the bike, not of the bike, my bad, I forgot to do the last clip of the Scx24 taking the E-joint off, but essentially what happened was I was prying on the E-joint and it just popped all off at once and it went flying. I have no clue where that's at, but it'll be alright. I've got some metal drive shaft hopefully coming soon, but for now I probably will not make another video. I don't know why I said I'd call you guys back, but for now, we'll see you guys. Hopefully any of those in the video helped, and I'll do some builds on I'll do some more build videos on it, and then we'll get to some like crawling videos, teach you guys tips and techniques, and maybe teach you guys about, you know, low center of gravity and obviously what one weight in the front. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye now.